My mid-year life reset. Reflecting, refocusing, and designing the next 6 months. It's hard to believe that half of the year is already over. And whenever I reach this point in the year, I like to pause and ask myself a few important questions. Am I happy with how my life currently looks? What is working? What isn't? What do I want more of? And what do I want less of? And perhaps most importantly, what do I want the next 6 months to look like? Because if I don't intentionally decide where I'm going, I will simply continue on the same path. So today I'm doing a complete mid-year life reset. Not by creating hundreds of goals, but by creating clarity. By the end of this reset, I will have a clear vision, defined focus areas, and a plan for what I want to prioritize for the rest of the year. And if you are feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or simply in need of a fresh start, hopefully this inspires you to do your own reset alongside me. I have prepared a few downloads available for you to help you with your own reset. I like to begin these planning days slowly. A good breakfast, a cup of coffee, a quiet moment to think. These moments may seem small, but they help me step out of the rush of everyday life and into a more intentional mindset. Because before I create plans, I need to understand what I actually want. The first step is reflection. I spend time thinking about my life as a whole. What do I enjoy? What frustrates me? What do I want to change? What do I want to improve? What goals actually matter to me right now? And what would my ideal life look like if I designed it intentionally? The answers to those questions become the foundation for everything else. Instead of creating a huge list of goals, I prefer identifying the main areas that deserve my attention. After reflecting, I realized that 6 areas matter the most to me right now. Home, education, teen, kids, glow up, and creativity. These 6 areas form my life focus for the next 6 months. And because I know myself, I also create a vision board. Not because vision boards magically change your life, but because visual reminders help me stay focused. And honestly, they make the process so much more enjoyable and creative. Once the main categories are clear, I start narrowing my focus. Because saying I want a better home isn't actionable. What exactly does that mean? For me, home means creating systems. I want a cleaning system that keeps the house clean most of the time while requiring as little effort as possible. I also want to simplify cooking. Food plays such a big role in our daily life. I want nourishing, freshly cooked meals available every day. To make that possible, I need meal planning and meal preparation systems. And because I value simplicity and dislike overconsumption, regular decluttering also becomes part of this focus area. For creativity, my goal is simple. I want to just journal more and maybe add a few more creative activities. Journaling allows me to be creative without pressure. It helps me reflect, plan, and document life at the same time. And it's a habit I've missed. The next focus area is my children. This one is completely non-negotiable. Children don't stay little forever. The opportunity to invest in them is now. So one of my goals is creating a structured Arabic and Islamic homeschool program for them. Because these daily investments will have a much bigger impact than anything else on my to-do list. For my own education, I want to deepen my Arabic studies. And for Deen, I want to become more consistent and intentional in my Islamic studies. These are lifelong journeys, but progress happens through consistency, not intensity. The final area is my glow up. And when I say glow up, I don't just mean appearance. I mean taking care of myself properly. That includes nutrition, fitness, skincare, hair, body, and dental care. I want to create routines that are sustainable and realistic rather than constantly starting over. At this point, I have my focus areas, I have my vision, and I have my priorities. But the work isn't finished yet. Actually, this is where the real work begins, because now I need to turn these ideas into actual systems. How exactly will I create a meal planning system? What meals work best for our family? Where will I organize everything? How will I structure my cleaning schedule? What are my fitness goals? How often will I train? Which skincare products do I actually want to use? How will I track my progress? These questions require another layer of planning, and honestly, that will probably take me another full day. Even though the planning isn't finished yet, I can already prepare the tools I will need. This notebook will become my glow-up journal, a place for routines, notes, recipes, and reflections. These notebooks will support my Deen studies. I'll also be using my digital planner extensively, and I expect I will use several digital tools for Arabic study, homeschooling, and organization as well. I'm still figuring out exactly what that system will look like, but I will share the process in the next update. This smaller notebook will be dedicated to fitness tracking. One thing I have learned over the years is that meaningful change doesn't happen because of motivation. It happens because of clarity. When you know what matters, making decisions becomes easier. When your priorities are clear, your schedule becomes clearer too. And that's really the purpose of this reset. Not becoming a completely different person, just becoming more intentional with the life I already have. After a full day of reflection and planning, I now have a much clearer vision for the next 6 months. I know what matters most. I know where I want to focus my energy. And I know what systems I need to build next. The implementation starts now. I will be sharing the next part of this journey as I create my routines, build these systems, and put everything into practice. I will also make my vision board template and life focus worksheet available as a free download if you would like to do your own mid-year reset. If you would like to follow along, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next update. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, salam.